Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucks are underway.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 16-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Geno. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He lets it fly for Lockett.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Brady going to throw. And a dump off to White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Brady.
He's got the first down and more.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Fournette. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, a run with Dallas.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Finding room at midfield. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge.
35 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Brady.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating in peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a give to White.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Brady will look to throw for it. That's caught. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That throw by Brady incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. On 2nd and goal, Brady. This is caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And Brady will sneak it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, 40 yards. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they had 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back to throw, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Completes it again to Gage.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Brady. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. To throw is Brady. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth.
Buccaneers 35.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Get ready!
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contained, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're playing well on this side of the ball. They're playing well on the other side of the ball. It's been a nice, methodical comeback for them, hasn't it?
Love the word. And a lot of times you get teams that start to panic a little bit when things haven't gone well. So the use of methodical by you, that just tells you they hung in there. And